Hello summoners and welcome to another episode of FEHology, the study of Fire Emblem heroes. My name is Joel and I'm here once again to remind you that 2-year-olds never lie.
Líf Is Busted!
Summoners, look at these skills. This tome grants +3 attack and Omni +6, guaranteed follow-up, damage reduction, and a healing inhibitor. This is nuts. So I want to talk about this unit, but what I really want to talk about is Aetheryde's defense, because honestly, on Aetheryde's offense, he's terrible. Just don't try. I have tried. Let my knowledge keep you from that pain. First of all, Leaf Force. That's a terrible idea. just skip that one. Purposely damaging yourself is always dicey, but the difference between Air and Leaf is that Leaf is purposely damaging his entire team. It gets a lot harder to do. The other one that I tried a ton was with Kronya, and honestly, Duo Hector is just so much better and more reliable. Duo Leaf and Kronya, they don't mix as well as I was hoping. So, Aetheryde's offense, he's terrible. Arena, I mean, he's amazing. He's a walking, talking lightning charm. That's fantastic, and he hits really, really hard. So, ARO, terrible. Arena, awesome. Aetheryde's defense is where it gets interesting, and that's because he's good at low merges. So let's talk a little bit about how he matches up. So let's head to the simulator provided to us by Arctic Silver Fox, who is amazing, and if I ever meet, I will probably squeal uncontrollably and faint. Anyway, so what we've done here, we have given each of these offense units support from Air, Milla, and Peony, and then gone an Omni +3 for buffs and Spurs and Omni +3. It's just leveling the playing field so we can get an even look at each one of these, and it's about what I'm seeing right now in Aetheryde's. So these are really stout units, but the thing that sticks out is Leaf wins the matchups that he's supposed to win here. And guys, that's not a knock. IS has given us some meta-defining green tanks in Brave Edelgard, Fallen Leon, Brave Ike. I mean, they have pretty much defined what a tank is. Most of our Cav mages don't defeat these units. The other thing that sticks out is, look at the Choose Your Legends 4 units. It's almost like this unit was specifically made to counter them. I mean, Brave Claude is a beast, and this is a +1 Leaf takes him down. Brave Dimitri, I mean, he has color advantage. And yes, Leaf has 1 health left, but the point is that's a +10 Dimitri. That is something there. And then of course, Edelgard just crumples. It is a sight to behold. I don't think I fully appreciated how reliant these Brave units were on healing and damage reduction until I worked with this sim. The next thing we notice is that Brunya, Harmonized Altina, and Brave Hector still do just fine. If you have those units, you're still really happy. I wish that someone would come along and be good against Brave Hector, but I haven't seen it. I'm sure it'll happen at some point, it hasn't yet. Also, as someone who has Brunya, this makes me so happy. But the biggest takeaway though is this is a ranged Cav duo unit that can contribute and isn't a dancer. I know Harmonized Mia is a good unit, but she's not great. This unit is winning some very, very key matchups. Now I want to talk about one more thing because we are just in the middle of a bonus season. Summoners, I have seen some wacky things, like a +0 Duo Leaf taking out a +4 Brave Hector. During bonus season, all bets are off. Weird things happen. It's not a good measure of how a unit performs. It is very nice if you have that unit, but the other problem is those people who have summoned for Duo Leaf, they end up with an inflated confidence in that unit. I have done it on offense so many times. I've used a unit for 2 weeks during their bonus season and thought, this unit is going to conquer the world. And the next week I just get obliterated. So don't panic too much. Leaf is about to come down to earth just a little bit. Up next, I wanted to look at some matchups. I was lucky enough that I grabbed Duo Leaf on tickets and he's been amazing. But I wanted to talk about where he was amazing and where he wasn't. And it really proves out the simulation because simulation is just that. It's theoretical numbers. The real proof is when we get Duo Leaf out in the field. So before we start, I need to talk about the conditions of Duo Leaf's weapon. And that of course is that he's within 3 spaces of an ally. As a ranged cav, it's not very hard to outpace his support. And once he does that, he completely loses effectivity and becomes just another red mage Erica. To make sure that doesn't happen, I have some rally trap shenanigans here. There's a lot of other things you can do, but this is what's worked for me. We also need to talk about the parasitic damage. In the setup I'm running, it hasn't affected my results, but let's be clear, it's bad. Don't listen to these people who talk about crazy setups they have to utilize the damage. These are people that it worked for once. Any other time it's been a non-factor or it's been bad. The other thing is, this is a +0 leaf pretty much with base kit. I think I have Sturdy Blow on the seal. He has a Boon in defense and a Bane in speed. So this is a pretty weak leaf. So you're getting a view of how he's really going to behave. So this first matchup is against a +10 Noe with Dragon Wall of all things. I mean, this is a loved unit, but unfortunately they leave a full row of structures and think that Peony is going to hold up against Legendary Leaf, and she just doesn't. But Legendary Leaf isn't the reason that this match was won. It was a great start, but I mean, in the key matchup here between Leaf and Noe, Leaf loses, as he should. He's not invincible. But luckily I have Nana come in, who is just absolutely amazing and finishes Noe off. And then of course, Gunthra takes out the other unit. So this next one up, Brave Celica. Now, you're gonna look at this unit and immediately you're gonna think this is a loss for Duo Leaf. And it's not a great look, but you've got to understand what happened here. This player was so worried about Duo Leaf that they overextended themselves on a Gale Force strat, and it didn't work out in their favor. Next up, +10 Fallen Tiki. Do you remember when this unit just owned everything? I think this is 125 effective magical bulk here, and Duo Leaf just demolishes this unit. It's absolutely fantastic. Next up, Harmonized Altina. Summoners, Harmonized Altina is a good unit. She is still a good unit after Duo Leaf comes in. That's all there is to say. Yeah, this is well played. These are low merges. The player did excellent. Fallen Leon, you're gonna wonder why I put this in here. And honestly, it's just because Fallen Leon is designed to take out cav lines. And this is a direct response to that. Duo Leaf saying no. Next we have +10 Edelgard. Oh, this made me so happy. Yeah. We talked about this. We knew this was going to happen, but seeing Duo Leaf take out Brave Edelgard was fantastic. The rest of this, I mean, after that they had pretty much lost. But yeah, I was happy with the results here. Next up, Fjorm. I threw this in there, and I didn't throw all of my results in, just the key ones. But this one, I just expected Fjorm to do better. This is her bonus season, and that is a maxed out infantry school, and that's why she lost here. But I was still amazed because Fjorm is designed to take hits from units like Duo Leaf, and it didn't work. Ice Mirror failed her. So yeah, the other thing I want to point out is Duo Leaf missed this kill by 1 HP. It hurt me. I was fine. 3 units defeated, it was all good, but still. Next up, Brave Dimitri. This is a +7 Brave Dimitri, and wow. That was not pretty. So yeah, I mean, the player, they probably didn't have any ladders here and they kept on going. Honestly, they did pretty well. Only 2 foes defeated, but I did not expect this team to do that well against Brave Dimitri. I would have done the same thing. I would have thrown him right up against Duo Leaf. Didn't work out for them. All right, summoners. So you've seen simulation results. You've seen actual results in the form of matchups, but we need to talk about the biggest reason that Duo Leaf feels so overpowered. And that's because while we've been bombarded with green tanks for years, IS hasn't really given us a player-phased red cavalry mage. Basically, before Legendary Lilina, the last one IS released was in 2019, which was Valentine's Titania, and she wasn't exactly earth-shattering. Before that, we had Erica in January of 2018. Now, we did have Duo Sigurd back in September, but that's really a different role. So, Lilina and Leaf look amazing compared to the competition because the competition's 2 years old. Also, it's worth noting that Leaf doesn't outperform Lilina versus the same opponents. Leaf has some advantages by enabling Duo's Hindrance and being available more than 50% of the time because he's not seasonally locked. But I think this is what we can expect from new cavalry units with preference weapons. We just haven't gotten a lot of them up until this point. So, what have we learned? Leaf is really good. He wins the matchups he's supposed to and is oppressive to the Choose Your Legends 4 units. He enables the Duo Hindrance building, and he'll be an excellent addition to an Aether-Raid's defense as long as you can guarantee he's within 3 spaces of an ally. The bad though, if he's not within 3 spaces, he loses a whole lot of his viability and will probably get taken down pretty easily. There's also the issue of the Parasitic Damage, which is definitely a bad thing. So who needs this unit? Summoners who need a red cavalry mage that don't have Legendary Lilina, or summoners who need an offensive duo unit to enable Duo's Hindrance. So, before we go off and panic, let us remember the words of Zane, the founder and CEO of the Busted Units Club. Every unit looks busted during their bonus season, so don't panic too much just yet. If you liked the episode, leave a comment or subscribe. We have lots of fun stuff coming. If you'd like to reach out to the show, you can do so through our subreddit at r/FEHology. You can email the show directly at FEHology@gmail.com. If you'd like to chat, you can join the research and development server or direct message us on Discord. Our tags are in the show notes. Remember, you can send your voice messages through Anchor at anchor.fm/FEHology/message. If you'd like to support the show, you can do so through anchor.fm/FEHology for as little as $1 a month. Hope you have a wonderful day and schedule an appointment with your FEHologist real soon. Take care, guys.